It seems like when I am talking to Tennesseans and we're talking about activity in Washington, D.C., they mention all the bickering that is taking place, the wasteful spending that is taking place. And quite frankly, a lot of you, like me, are really tired of it. That is why we are fighting to stop this $1.9 trillion spending bill that is more of business as usual. This thing is just unbelievable. And Tennesseans are saying, we don't want this to happen, and I agree. Over the last year, you have seen a series of bills dealing with COVID and COVID relief. All of these bills have been bipartisan. Take a look at this chart. You had one pass 96 to 1. That's out of 100 votes in the chamber. 96 to 1, 90 to 8, 96 to 0, 100 to 0, and 92 to 6. But what happened with the last month's budget resolution? Why did it end needing a tiebreaker? Well, for the very same reason the House passed their version of the bill that we're considering. They did it the dead of the night, and they did it on a partisan political vote. No bipartisanship. No amount of good PR, no amount of spin could ever make the American people forget that this little exercise the Democrats are leading us through has almost nothing to do with providing emergency COVID relief to Tennesseans whose businesses are shuttered, who have lost their job through no fault of their own. Now, when you look at this bill, you realize this is pretty much a wealth transfer bill. Remember this number, 9%. 9%, single digits. That's how much of this package Democrats want to dedicate to a national vaccination program, expanded testing, and public health jobs. 9%. They slapped a COVID relief label on the largest transfer of wealth ever proposed in the history of the United States and tried to sneak it through reconciliation before anybody caught on to what is going. This bill is so far over the line that we have our Democrat friends across the aisle. They've spent the past week fighting over the very provisions the House Democrats and the White House have used to pitch this bill. It is a fatally flawed bill, right down to the formula it employs to allocate state funding. And our governor in Tennessee has joined with 21 other governors in opposing this. The previous bipartisan relief packages used population to determine how money was going to be divided. It was very straightforward. But this time, the Democrats ran the numbers and decided they could benefit by making unemployment rate the deciding factor. That is right, not population, but unemployment rates. And wouldn't you know it, this very system disproportionately benefits poorly managed blue states at the expense of well-managed red ones. Look at this chart. This is amazing. You see the states that money is being taken from them to go into the green states. Look at New Jersey, New York, California, whose destructive shutdowns led to high unemployment rates because they shut down the businesses. They locked down their economies. They're going to walk away with billions and billions of dollars. Tennessee, on the other hand, still one of the best and most fiscally responsible states in the country. we're going to lose $164 million for doing the right thing. Alabama is going to lose about $900 million. Florida and Georgia are going to lose over $1.2 billion each. In this body, the U.S. Senate, if they stand for this kind of wealth-based transfer based solely on the Democrats' desire to clean up their pre-pandemic mistakes, what they're trying to do is to backfill their underfunded public pensions. They're trying to pay off their debt because they don't have balanced budget amendments in their state that require their state legislature to balance their budget every single year. And this is not hypotheticals. This is what they are doing today. I tell you, this is something that we are going to continue to fight. We are going to have amendments on the floor to reduce the spending. We're continuing to work to find one Democrat who will join us in saying, having a bill that is a $2 trillion boondoggle, that is a giveaway to unions, to leftist groups, to people that supported the Democrats in their pursuit of the House, the Senate, and the White House, and to have only 9% of that bill go to Tennesseans and Americans who are struggling. This is completely unacceptable. It is why we are fighting today to stop this.